my body is amazing. I embrace these curves. I embrace these stretch marks. I embrace these long legs. I embrace this gap in my mouth. Whatever it is, like, I embrace it. Hello, my name is Chrissy. Welcome. What's going on, babes? Welcome back to my channel. This is your first time here. My name is Chrissy. Hello and welcome. First of all, I'm so excited to be sitting down and having a little chit chat with you guys. We haven't done that in a while, and I'm excited to share with you guys my 7 body positive tips to help you love, embrace, flaunt, show off, and just become secure with the body that you are currently in. We had a really hard time last year, okay? The panoramic hit. Babes was inside, snacking, chilling, living their best life, but a lot of us picked up some pounds or whatever the case may be, and I'm just here to help you as your fairy godmother and give you some tips to feeling your best. This video is for everyone. It's for my plus babes, it's for my slim babes, for my guys. Anyone that clicks on this video, you are supposed to be here, and this is for you to hear today. So you guys know the drill. Sit down, get comfy, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and watch with me. If you guys are not yet subscribed, go ahead, click that subscribe button. Also click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload. Follow me on all my socials at Chrissy B Styles so you stay in the loop, and on TikTok at I am Chrissy B Styles. Okay, and let's jump right into it. So first and foremost, I want to let you guys know that when I do videos like this, I'm never giving you tips or pointers that I'm not actually using in my own life. Okay, I love making confidence content and body positive content, and I just love being like open and vocal and transparent with you guys. So if you don't know, about a month ago I did a Fashion Nova curve haul and basically let you guys in on the fact that I just was not feeling my best. I wasn't feeling confident, I wasn't feeling great about my body, and I was just looking in the mirror and not recognizing who was staring back at me. I also opened up on my Instagram stories, and when I did that, I got so much love, so much support, and so many messages from women telling me that they were going through the same exact thing. So I was like, okay, Christine, what are we gonna do to get yourself out of this funk? And this is where these tips are coming from. So tip number 1 that I really had to implement, and that is so important, is 1, to practice grace. So I'm the type of person that I'm a very forgiving person. I practice grace when it comes to other people, but I am not as forgiving or as willing to practice grace when it comes to myself. I'm very hard on myself. I'm very critical of myself in everything that I do, that when I go through something or I get off track with my self-love journey or when it comes to my confidence, I'm so hard on myself to the point where I want to sulk, I want to lie in bed, I'm just beating myself up, and it's not good. So giving yourself grace to me means just being patient with yourself. There is not one person on this earth. There is not one person on this earth that I think wakes up every morning feeling just perfect about themselves in every shape and form. Like, there's not one person that it goes day after day after day just feeling so confident about their body. Even people that you guys look up to and that are body goals, I don't think they even wake up every day feeling 100% confident. I know that a lot of you guys are on a self-love journey, but there are days where you're not going to feel it. I tell people that I'm 95% confident most of the time, but that 5%, baby, it's a doozy. I mean, it will knock me out. So instead of just getting up and putting on a fake smile for you guys, I decided to practice grace with myself and say, you know what? It's okay that you're feeling like this today. You are allowed to feel this way. Feel the emotions so then you can identify where it's coming from and you can make a change. If you have to take the day off, if you have to get off camera, if you have to sit back from your friends, turn your phone off, whatever you need to do to focus on yourself and figure out what's going on and what you need to do to fix it, take that time off. The world don't stop for anyone, and the world will continue whether you are taking out time for yourself or not. People are not going to lose their mind. Your job is going to still function properly even if you have to take a self-care day off, and practice grace and be patient with yourself and just be by yourself for a day. It is okay. Don't beat yourself up if you have a slip up on your journey. It's fine. Okay, so tip number 2 is to change your speech. I've mentioned this before, but I have to say it again because this is so important. So when I say change your speech, it's the way that you talk about yourself and your thoughts. The way that we talk about ourselves and the things that we think about ourselves can oftentimes be toxic to ourselves and our own growth. And from my experience, I was bullied in elementary school and middle school because I was always a chubby kid, okay? And it didn't become cool to even be thick until like high school. So I was always made fun of. I was always the one that people were cracking jokes on. I was always teased for my weight. And after a while, I got tired of just telling my parents and they would go up to school and handle it. I just became like, okay, either I'm gonna fight or I'm going to beat you to the punch and I'm going to talk about myself and crack jokes on myself before you can even get to it, right? So that developed a habit of me calling myself names like fat, a fatty, a fat ass. Just talking about my weight as I'm eating. I'm saying, I know I do not need this. Just like certain little remarks like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know down in the comments about your experience. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Just like little things to like feel like I am beating people to the punch for what they could say or what they are thinking, or somehow like letting people know that I know that I don't know what it is exactly. I think it's more of a response to trauma, but as I became older, I realized like, oh my gosh, I call myself fat so much. Like I could be getting dressed and be like, oh, I look so fat in this. Or I could be getting out of the bed like, oh, I do not feel like dressing my body today and things like that. And I realized that it was counterproductive in the work that I was trying to do on my confidence. And we have to change the way that we talk about ourselves, because the more and more we're negative to ourselves, the more and more we're gonna believe these things. And half the time, it's not even true. We have to intentionally like reprogram the way that we speak and reprogram the way that we think. So I have to stop calling myself fat, because for me, fat is a trigger word. Just from being bullied, I have to stop talking about myself in front of other people, thinking that I'm beating them to the punch. I have to stop apologizing for what I was eating or how much of it I was eating around people. I really could care less now at this point. If you're worried about what's going on in my plate, then you don't have much going on in your life, because you need to worry about what's happening in your plate, okay? I stopped talking about myself to myself. I stopped being negative, waking up in the morning and getting dressed and like dreading going into my closet. And I know that these are all things that are so hard to do, especially when you've grown up a certain way and people talk about you. And it's not even just big people, it's slim people too. Like I'm pretty sure it doesn't feel good to be called skin and bones all the time. I hear people say that to small people, oh, you're just skin and bones. I'm pretty sure things like that don't feel good. And I know a lot of slim people are triggered by the word skinny. So it just really helps when we can change what we think and what we say about ourselves. All the outside noise and the people that talk about you in the world, family could talk about you, friends, whoever, it's not gonna matter, because we already have like this strong mindset in knowing who we are and reciting, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am compassionate, I am worthy of love, I am love, my body is amazing, I embrace these curves, I embrace these stretch marks, I embrace these long legs, I embrace this gap in my mouth, I embrace my dark skin, my uneven skin, and my acne prone skin, like whatever it is, like I embrace this. I am fine with it within myself, and I only speak positive things to myself and think positive things. It's going to take a lot of work, especially in the world that we live in, but I promise if you try every single day, maybe go to Target, get some Post-its, write little affirmations and notes to yourself on the mirror of your closet, inside of your closet, on the rear view mirror of your car. Any little things that you can do to remind yourself of how beautiful you are and speak positive things into yourself, it's going to change your life. So tip number 3 is to stop comparing yourself to other people. That's one of the worst things that you can do while you're on your self-love journey. I'll give you a little secret. Most of the figures that social media puts up there as the standard, as body goals, whatever the case may be, they don't even look like that. There are so many different apps out there you can use. There's FaceTime, there's Photoshop, there's so many different things that people use to modify how they look on social media, and it's just so fake, you guys. So for you to feel like you have to compare yourself and your body and where you are on your journey to someone else, it's just not good. Like, it's not gonna get you far, and it's gonna end up making you feel like crap. We've all done it, okay? So if you're doing it or you have done it, like, don't feel bad about it. We've all literally have done it. And those people that they put up as the standard, like, who are you the standard for? For who? Not for me. You are one of one. You are so unique, unless you're, of course, you're a twin, but still, you're so unique. No one else looks like you. No one else is you. No one else can be like you. So you are the standard in your own life. But to compare yourself to these unrealistic beauty goals is just counterproductive in this entire journey. I promise you. Like, half the time, these girls don't even look like that, or they weren't even born like that. They've gotten BBL, they get lipo here, and I'm all for the surgery enhancements, whatever you want to do. If you like it, I love it. I'm not opposed to it at all. But what I don't like is setting up the narrative that you just work out for this body. And I think that's something that we have seen in the past week with Khloe Kardashian. Again, I'm not going to touch on that too much, but to put out like, hey, you can get this body too, but behind the scenes you're getting lipo, you're getting BBLs, you're getting fat added to your behind, and young women are looking at you and aspiring and comparing their bodies to yours. It's just wrong to me. It's just wrong. Set your own standards, be exactly whoever you want to be, and just block out all that extra noise from social media, because it's to cut off outer influences that are making you feel bad about yourself. So when I say that is, if Instagram, every time you log on, you're seeing something that makes you feel like crap, that lowers your self-esteem, that does not give you confidence, or you're following certain accounts that make you feel less confident, or you're constantly comparing yourself to them, unfollow them. I definitely went through a phase where I had to stop following a lot of like Instagram models or Instagram baddies, like, you know, the type, like Black China, Alexa Sky. Like, I had to really unfollow a lot of them, because I just started to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to get this tiny, tiny, tiny waist, have my hips on point, my butt, like, it got so bad. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep seeing the same generic, it's generic at this point, type of body types when there's so many other different body types in here, and this is not what the average woman looks like. I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see things on my timeline anymore that weren't feeding my soul or weren't making me feel good when I see this person post. So if Instagram is something that is toxic for you and makes you feel like crap, you might have to take some time and delete Instagram from your phone. You might have to take a break off of Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, except for me, TikTok, whatever those outside influences are that have you feeling negative about yourself or negative about your body. You have to cut them off. It is better to spend time off of Instagram or all these apps, because they are not going anywhere, than to suffer and to stay connected at the detriment of your own confidence. Like, you're not gonna miss nothing, okay? Nothing be happening on the shade room, like whatever. Like, you are not missing a thing, and you will come back and feel so much better about yourself and so refreshed. Also, cutting off different influences is friends. There are friends that will talk about you behind your back, that will make little comments to you. Oh, you're wearing that? You're eating that? You're eating again? Family sometimes too. You gotta cut off whoever is not making you feel good or is not giving you constructive criticism or constructive advice and trying to help you along this journey. So tip number 5 is just to love on your body, okay? I've been practicing this a lot lately, and it's just spending time with yourself, self-care, like just genuinely loving on yourself and taking care of yourself. Like, I was feeling like crap because I was eating crap, and I had to change my diet. I changed the way that I eat. I eat so much more healthier now. You guys know I'm on keto, so I've just been eating like protein and greens and things like that, and I feel so good. I have so much more energy, and it really does go to show that we are what we eat. But also another thing that I do is I love to stand in like a full-length mirror and just like look at myself and examine my body, like look at my curves and my rolls and just everything, and really admire it and realize like, wow, this is me. I'm beautiful. I am beautiful and I am wonderfully made. Like, yes, I have flabby arms. Like, hello, I have flabby arms. I have rolls. I have a chubby tummy. Like, I have all these things, but despite all of that, and none of that is wrong, despite what the media says, I still love myself and I am absolutely beautiful. Like, you know, rubbing lotion on yourself, taking care of yourself. For my ladies, buy lingerie. Get a really good piece of lingerie. Like, that's always my tip. It doesn't have to be for anybody. It's for you. Prance around in it, sleep in it, look at yourself in the mirror in it. It's so beautiful. It's made for us to just look beautiful in it. Just love on yourself, love on your body. Give yourself a hug right now as you're watching this video. Like, self-care, take time, rest, sleep, make sure you're drinking your water, like make sure your skin is nourished, make sure you're hydrated. All of those things contribute to feeling great about yourself and your body. So make sure that you are loving on yourself today. So tip number 6 is just to step outside of your comfort zone. I did a whole series about this, about me going out and wearing things that normally I would be self-conscious in, and it helps so much just to take one step, one trip to the store, and something that you normally wouldn't do. So if you have a goal of wearing a crop top and you're uncomfortable in crop top because of your tummy, I have an entire video of how you can style a crop top when you have a chubby tummy, you might be a little bit insecure. First step, buy the crop top. Second step, figure out somewhere you can go in that crop top. It may be somewhere of comfort if you're just gonna wear it in your living room or you wear it to a friend's house. Take those steps out of your comfort zone, and eventually you're gonna get to the point where you're wearing it and you don't care about what anyone else thinks. In that series, I think one of the things I realized is that literally no one's watching you. Like, literally no one's caring. No one's whispering like, oh my God, what is she? Why does she have that on? Like, you know, I hadn't worn a swimsuit in years before I got on YouTube and did a swimsuit haul, because that's what you guys really wanted. So YouTube has done so much in helping me step out of my comfort zone, and it helped me realize, like, wow, when I just take the step and have the courage and the bravery to do this, it actually works and it actually helps out so much. So this weekend, whatever you guys do, step out your comfort zone a little bit. If it's wearing color, wearing your arms out, wearing your tummy out, wearing your legs out, do whatever you gotta do. Baby, own it, slay it. We outside this summer. We outside, and the summer is giving whatever body we are giving it. So tip number 7, I want you guys to know that it is okay to have off days, okay? It's okay to not feel okay. It's okay to not feel confident every day. I kind of alluded to that in my first step. It's okay to have off days. Don't beat yourself up. Treat yourself on the off days. Treat yourself to your favorite meal. Lay in bed, watch Netflix, have an off day. Like, it's okay. Don't feel like you gotta do the most to get back on your off day. Like, just live in that off day, do some self-care, treat yourself, and you will feel good. Trust me, I have off days all the time, and if you ever need help on one of yours, DM me. Like, I'm just a DM away, you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and these tips. I really do suggest that you implement these into your life because they help so much. They have helped me tremendously, and I just want to thank you guys for always rocking with me, supporting me, all the DMs, all the messages. I try to get back to everyone, but sometimes, you know, life just becomes a little bit chaotic and I'm not able to. But I want you guys to know that I see you and I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you if you got to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah.